Week 12 waiver wire. Let's get it started. Do you have questions at quarterback? Don't worry, I got you. Jacoby Brissett has been balling these last 5 weeks. He was even fine when he lost Marvin Harrison Jr. The man is slinging it. He's had almost 20 points a game for the last 5 weeks. You can almost book that he's gonna score 2 touchdowns a week. That's pretty solid for a guy you're getting off the wire. And he gets Jacksonville, which I'm not overly concerned about, though they played good defense last week. Honestly, Jacoby's the only one I'm really looking forward to playing on this list. There's some other guys that are startable. Trevor Lawrence going up against the Arizona Cardinals should be fine. Hopefully Brian Thomas Jr. will be back by then. Running game's been looking solid though. Bryce Young balled out last week against the Falcons. He gets the San Francisco 49ers. They're not the defense that they used to be. He should be pretty solid. And as a desperation play, you can play Kirk Cousins. Michael Penix Jr. should be out, but unfortunately, I think Drake London might be out too. So I'm definitely not excited about it, but worst comes to worst, he should be out there. Moving on to the running back position. Are you having a rough time at running back? Don't worry, I got you. A lot of these guys are based on injury, so if the starter's out, they're gonna ball. But if not, they'll probably just be a piece. Emmanuel Wilson is the guy if Josh Jacobs is out. Jacobs left last week with a knee injury. It's up in the air whether or not he plays. If he doesn't, Emmanuel Wilson should be that guy. Sean Tucker went crazy last week. 140 yards and 3 of them things. Them things is touchdowns. 3 of them things. But Bucky Irving could be back. And if he is back, he's going to get a decent amount of the work. Kenneth Gainwell was great last week. Over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. But Jaylen Warren might be back. We don't know the status after his injury. Zonovan Knight looks like the guy with Amari DiMercado being out. But Michael Carter should be involved. And who knows when Trey Benson's coming back. Then we have some solid backups that were getting work. Bishaw Tootin was doing work. He had like 15 carries last week. Love to see the involvement. Devin Singletary had 16 carries. And Chris Rodriguez Jr. is on bye this week, but he did have 15 carries for 79 yards. It's pretty good if you don't need a guy this week. Moving on to the wide receiver position. Are you weak at wide receiver? Don't worry, I got you. Michael Wilson was number 1 this week. Scored 33 fantasy points, 15 receptions for 185 yards. Are you kidding me? It's really gonna come down to, is Marvin Harrison Jr. there or not? Because if he's not, he gonna ball. Heck, even Greg Dortch might get some work. He was 6 for 6 for 66 yards and a touchdown. We're gonna have to monitor Marvin Harrison Jr. Christian Watson can't score 2 touchdowns and not be on this list. I would like the targets to go up though. 4, 4, 4, 5. Get these targets up. You need him. But he's a touchdown threat and he's working back into the offense. Love to see it. I know he was on bye, but Alec Pierce been putting in work. 14 or more points, 3 out of his last 4 games. Nice. Matt Collins has had double-digit fantasy points for 3 of the last 4 games. That's a solid grab. Darnell Mooney should get some extra work with Drake London out. Also, Kirk Cousins likes to go to him. Last time Kirk Cousins played, he had 11 targets. And Jaden Higgins has had 7 or more targets 3 of the last 4 games. Love to see it. The kid's going to continue to get more involved. Moving on to the tight end position. Are you having a tough time at tight end? Don't worry, I got you. Juwan Johnson is coming off of a bye, so he should be out on your waiver wire. He's had double-digit fantasy points in his last 4 games. I think he's got a solid 4. Fire him up. Teams can't keep Mark Andrews out of the end zone. The man is balling. He's had a touchdown in 3 straight games. And last week was a 30-yard rushing touchdown off of a fake touch push. Crazy work. This can't last forever, but honestly, I've been riding the hot hand. It's been a decent ride. He's not available in a lot of leagues, but if he's out there and you're desperate, man's getting touchdowns. Dalton Schultz is just a solid play now. He's questionable, but if he plays, I think he's a good start. He's had double-digit fantasy points in 5 of the last 6 games. What? And I like the targets. 8 or more targets in 4 of the last 5. Man's getting work done. Honorable mention goes to Colston Loveland. Love the talent. I just think he's going to be inconsistent because there's so many mouths to feed. And AJ Barner, who randomly had 11 targets last week. He normally sits around the 3 to 4 range. I'll be monitoring him. Moving on to the defenses. Are you desperate for a defense? Don't worry, I got you. The Cleveland Browns get to go up against the Las Vegas Raiders. Do I need to go into much more of that? Did y'all watch that game last night? The super mid Cowboys. The Cowboys just helped them to 16. The Browns are going to embarrass these boys. Sack after sack after sack. That offensive line is no bueno. Moving on. The San Francisco 49ers go up against the Carolina Panthers. They most definitely do not scare you. The talent on this 49ers team isn't what it used to be, but good coaching. They should be pretty solid. Here's a couple of teams that probably aren't out there, but may have been dropped because they had terrible matchups last week. The Seattle Seahawks played the Rams last week, so they might be out there. This week they get the Tennessee Titans. Yes, please. Follow the bad teams. The Detroit Lions played the Philadelphia Eagles last week, so they might have been dropped. Now they get the New York Giants. That sounds wonderful. You're definitely going to want to see if they're out there. So that's going to do it with my waiver wire episode. Who do I have right? Who do I have wrong? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and the notification bell down below. I'll see you soon, Bay Nation. Good luck on the wire. Peace.